So each in your own way, come into a place of receptivity and inviting in your soul, in your spark, inviting the Star Mothers to be with us more deeply and in communication directly. They tell us they are always with us, that in the times of our lives when we thought of our guardian angels and we made them look like humans with wings, while we made the Pleiadians look like aliens, it really was and always is our star parents, our star mothers that are our guardians, our guides. So as we receive more and more deeply the profoundness of what their love is, what their connection is to us, we can learn to understand who we are and were in relationship to a divine creation in the Garden of Eden. Dear Shining Ones, we indeed step forward now, and we use the voice of our Mele'ha to give you these messages, to give you this information. And we ask that you open those places inside that we know are there because we put them there. And you don't have to know what they are, where they are. Inquiring minds always want to know. But for now, we ask you to let your mind be on vacation, perhaps a beach or a forest. Just let it take a little step back as you step forward with the consciousness of a star child, a star seed, and as many of you, parents and star parents. This is a profound night for many of you, we are aware. As we know from looking into you as we can, that there is a change taking place in your physicality right now. And you may or may not feel it. You may be experiencing warmth or coolness or confusion. That's likely also. But let us tell you that we, all of the mothers, are always operating on a level of benevolence for you. Always. That is a part of our teachings, is benevolence. Not humbleness, but benevolence. The wisdom, the compassion, the love, and the benevolence of beings that have come to serve you. We are in service to humanity. This is what we chose 200,000 years ago when we became one with humanity. And that seems like a very long time in your linear calendar, but for us, it just goes right by, because time does not mean to us what it does to you. Otherwise, it would be a different experiment entirely. So this is, and you can look at your life as this grand experiment that we are in together, where we play through this human life, or human life in this case, where we play together, and life seems to be very weighty and serious so much of the time, filled with problems, decisions, illness, lack, fear. And we tell you, like we asked your mind, that you ask that to take a step back and upgrade, and we will speak in language that is current, your operating system. The place from which you move in the world. Do you know what that is? Do you know how your consciousness can move you in the world? When you are not connected to the old system, to the old program, to the old fears. And not that they will not ever surface, but each time they do, you can ask them to step back. You can look at them and say, no, thank you. You can say, yes, I understand, but I don't do that anymore. I don't respond that way anymore. I don't really feel that way anymore. My relationship to myself and the world has shifted. We are with you in this endeavor. And we tell you that there is not one here who is not capable of that shift. For you have passed through the great shift, as you call it. And that's what this is about. And that consciousness, that shift in your being, creates a waterfall, a beautiful effect that connects you to your physicality in a new way, that connects you to your relationships in a new way. Most importantly, this we promise you, this is our one promise, that it connects you to your deep inner knowing, that knowing that came with you into this life. You know that, don't you? Our friend Cryon says, you don't know what you don't know. And we say that you do know that there is a lot more for you to discover, a lot more to explore, and a lot more for you to validate in your own learning. That is why we push Mele'ha all the time to say to you, speak your truth, make your statement, say yes to your own inner wisdom. She doesn't always make friends when she says this, but she also is really supporting the person who is asking in a genuine, healing way. And we ask you to do that with yourself. You don't need her or anyone else, because once you leave this meeting, it's just you and us, of course, because we're hovering around seeing how you do. And maybe whispering just a little bit so that we can say to you, say no to that. Just say, say no, just say no. Or say yes, laugh, have fun, play, celebrate. That's us. So the importance of validating that is you, that is us. So we say this, if you cannot do it for you, remember, it's us. It's a start. We don't want you to keep that sort of crutch, but if you need to start with it, that's okay. Because what we have seen is that it lasts once. And once you've done it, I'm going to love myself for the Star Mothers. You don't need to do that, and you hear yourself and go, yeah, no, me. I'm going to love myself for me. I'm going to soften myself, and I'm going to explore that part of me that is the Sha woman, that is powerful and soft, that is dancing and divine, that is sacred and magical and mystical and all of the things, all of the nouns, adverbs, adjectives of your language that discuss and describe your sacredness and your magnificence. We don't need to do that for you. Maybe you need a list. Maybe you need to put it in your wall somewhere. And it can say, I am sacred, I am that I am magical, I am. Maybe you need that, that's okay. You're retraining a long, long, long lineage of a different system. A system that was in place to get you to where you are today. You know, each one of you here was born to do this. You were born to do this. You were born to wake up now. You were born in this time to carry this lineage forward into the world. Whatever your age is, you're carrying it forward. And that will continue. You will touch the lives of men and women everywhere you go. Everyone you speak to, when you speak from that heart of your own sacredness. Isn't that beautiful? I speak from the heart of my sacredness. Do you like that?
Yeah.
I speak from the heart. Let's hear. I speak from the heart of my sacredness. Yeah. How does it feel to say that? Say it again with us. I speak from the heart of my sacredness. Touch your heart. Right here. I speak from the heart of my sacredness. Yeah. What a nice mantra, affirmation, declaration. Take that with you. And know that our words and your words intermingle in that. I speak from the heart of my sacredness. It's as if you're putting your heart in your mouth and the words have to go through that filter. Speaking from the heart of your sacredness. Which sometimes needs to be firm, sometimes less, sometimes gentle, sometimes passionate, sometimes compassionate, but always real, mindful, loving, benevolent. That is the language of our soul that is connected to you. So we give you this tonight to take with you. Our soul and your soul is one. They have never been disconnected. They have only been waiting for this time. Some for this night, some for this life. All of you born to do this in this time. And we ask you to take that knowledge with you. And we step back now and return the meeting to our Mele'ha. We do not depart, we do not finish. We simply step back, for we are always present.